Hi Muramu, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is, as you can see from the title, my 10 favorite foundations, and I have included some foundations for oily skin, some foundations for dry skin, some foundations for complexion skin, and they're from drugstore, two expensive ones, but bear with me why I'm doing this. It's because obviously they are working for me, for my skin, and I really love them. Some of them are excellent for throughout the day. Some of them work for a few hours, but we're gonna go through together for that throughout the video. So the first foundation that I absolutely love, and if you don't know what it is, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's one of my ultimate favorite ones in the whole universe, and that's from MAC. It's their Studio Fix foundation that has SPF 15. This foundation, as you can see, is just one of my favorite foundations. I would never change that. I mean, every time I use it, it just melts into my skin. It takes my skin color, and anything I do is just locks there forever. So I mean, this foundation is amazing. It's for matte skin, it's for oily skin, it's for every skin type, and it is full coverage. Okay, now this babe over here costs €32, so it doesn't break your bank, but it's not really drugstore either. But it is a foundation that I would absolutely recommend to everybody. Next foundation is a drugstore, and it is from Maybelline. It's their Super Stay 24 hours. And guys, this foundation does stay for 24 hours. Like, I mean, I haven't tried for 24 hours, obviously. I don't have it on. But every time I put this foundation on for at least half of my day, it just stays on, it locks it just doesn't move, doesn't budge, doesn't go anywhere. And I mean, you kind of want that if you are working throughout the day. I mean, I went to the gym and came back and I still had that foundation on perfectly. I mean, nothing moved. So this is a great foundation. It also matches my skin, and I mean, even if I have to move to a darker color, it only costs €15. So it's a drugstore. It doesn't break my bank either, and it stays forever. This foundation here is medium coverage, so you kind of have to build it if you want to, or you can leave it as a medium coverage if you don't have loads of spots or anything like that you want to cover. But you can build it as well, and it doesn't leave your skin too cakey afterwards. So that's why I really like this foundation. I would definitely recommend it for any skin type, because it's not really for matte or for dry skin. So I really love it. I will leave all the products in the description link down below, so you can go and have a look. Next thing is from, it's not a drugstore, obviously, it is high-end, but guys, trust me, this foundation is the best. It's from Hourglass, and it's their Mineral Finish, I think. Their Vanish, it's from their Vanish series, and my god, guys, this foundation over here, it's a stick foundation, but guys, I mean, I haven't found a dupe for that. These actually, they have so many shades, and I mean, for the range of they have, it's impossible for you not to find your shade. I mean, it's impossible. They have every single person, every color that you want, they will have it, and it is amazing. It melts on your skin the minute you put it. It just melts and it stays there forever. Every time I put this on, everybody thinks that I have an airbrush, a foundation on, or I went and did my makeup with somebody professional, and honestly, it's not. It's just, this foundation is incredible. But yeah, guys, this foundation over here is just amazing. I know it's €40, but trust me, guys, it is worth it. I mean, you only need a little bit, and it just so full coverage. I mean, it covers everything. I'm in love with this, and that's why I don't use too much of it, because it's so expensive, but at the same time it is worth it. So, you know. Next thing is from drugstore, and it is their LA Girl. That's a new foundation for me, but I am obsessed with it. I keep on using it. It's their LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation, and as you can see, this is a matte foundation. So this is basically for people with oily skin. So if your skin is oily, I would recommend this. If your skin is dry, I would recommend the Pro Coverage or something like that it's called. It just it works so perfect. It keeps my skin matte. It's exactly what I need. It's medium coverage, so you can build it. Now the only problem is that this foundation here does not last me forever, so it could last me maybe for 6 or 7 or 8 hours maximum, but after that I will have to, you know, fix my makeup or something, so I wouldn't really put that on for the whole day because it's not gonna keep it there, or unless you can have it with you and just, you know, pump it or put some powder on to keep it, because I just see that my skin keeps on breaking at some point, maybe on the 7th hour or something that I have it on, that I keep on getting patches on my nose or, you know, my cheek or something. But it is a great foundation, especially for you who have oily skin. And this Babe Oily here cost me only 12 euros, so it is a drugstore foundation. It's really easy to get it. I got mine from Beauty Base, so you definitely can get it from a website. The next foundation that I'm gonna mention is from Jouer, and it's their Essential High Coverage Creme Foundation. Now this is the new foundation that they got, or it's just the formula that they've changed. I'm not 100% sure, but this is full coverage. I mean, when I'm talking about full coverage, you just need one pump and it's gonna cover the whole face. That's how bad it is. This foundation here also is only for really oily skin. If your skin is not really oily, if it's just really dry, do not try this foundation, okay? If your skin is dry, don't try this foundation, simply because your skin is gonna break down. It's gonna look like a hot mess. I do though see that this foundation over here will break down my skin maybe after 4 hours, so, you know, I mean, it is one of my favorite because it's so full coverage and it gives me a great finish, but at the same time it just, you know, breaks down too fast, so I kind of have to put some powder on or something like that. So it is a little bit too heavy on the skin, so that's why I said just one pump is gonna be enough for you. And this costs 40 euro, so it's not really, it doesn't belong in the drugstore whatsoever. But is it a necessity? I wouldn't say that it is a necessity for per se. If you have to choose between this or the Hourglass, I would definitely recommend Hourglass, just simply because it's much better and it just stays more. But if you are interested about this foundation, you know, you were looking for it, I'm telling you, it does work. It gives you a lovely finish, but just so you know, I mean, it will get you in trouble if you don't powder or something, you know, every 4 hours or so. So that's it. The next foundation that I have is from Makeup Revolution, and if you didn't know that, then there's something wrong with you, because, you know, it's a foundation that I really love. I keep on using it most of the time, so obviously this is basically for every skin type. It's for mattes, it's for oily skin, it's for dry skin, it's for every skin type, so that's absolutely great. And it is on a stick as well. You get loads of product with it, and it's only 6 euro. So I mean, I've used it already, it was a little bit more, but you get it. You get what I mean. It's 6 euro, it is drugstore, and they have so many shades that, I mean, it's impossible for you not to find your own shade in this. And once you put it on, it just melts on your skin. It is full coverage, and I mean, I really like this foundation, and it is drugstore, and it's very accessible because I can get it from Superdrug, I can get it from Revolution side. It's like, it's great, so definitely recommend it. The next thing that I have is from Huda Beauty, and I know that some of you, that was a controversial foundation, because some people liked it, some people didn't like it, some people hate it, and so on and so on. But to be honest, guys, I do like it. It's just like the rest of the foundations, that it doesn't really stay for too much. If you don't put some powder, if you don't apply something on, it's gonna break down, and you know, that's where people start getting frustrated or start going, oh my god, it doesn't really worth it. It does worth it. It is full coverage, and it doesn't really backlash, like, so whenever you go and have a picture or something, it's just gonna show like fantastic. But I mean, they do have loads of shades, and it's only, I think, €35. Let me just double check. €36. I do love the packaging. I would like it more if it was a glass. It's plastic, but it doesn't really matter. You get a lot of product, and I do like that foundation. It is for matte skin type. It is matte foundation, so basically it is for oily skin. And just in case you're wondering what is going on with why there's so many matte foundations, simply because my skin type, I'm very oily, and I wouldn't really go for a sheer foundation because it would just break down for me. I would have more oils on my skin, and I don't really want that. So most of my foundations are either for every skin type or they're matte. Just so you know, okay, just so you know. But this foundation over here, it works for me. I just have maybe 4 or 5 hours. It's gonna keep me going, and then I have to just put some powder or put something to keep it going, because otherwise it's gonna break down and it's gonna look like a hot mess. So the next foundation is going to be another one from high-end. But you know, guys, I mean, most of the foundations at work are high-end because I don't know, I honestly don't know why, they just do. But it is from Estee Lauder, and it's a double wear stay in place makeup, and that thing has SPF 10. But look at it, it's just tiny, but it does miracles, guys. Every time I put this on, everybody just goes mental. They're like, what did you do to your skin? Your skin looks fantastic. Your skin looks flawless. Well, guys, it's double wear. Estee Lauder double wear. That's what it is. I mean, everybody swears by it, and that's why, because it's amazing. It's for every skin tone, every complexion. It just goes well with everybody. So even if your skin is dry, you can wear this. Even if your skin is oily, you can wear this. It's gonna make your skin look fantastic whatsoever. And if you put a primer on, it's gonna look much better, and it's gonna stay forever. It's a full coverage, so you only need maybe a little bit. And this babe over here, I would go and buy it again. That cost me €40, but it's amazing. I mean, if you don't have the foundation, go and get it. And I have only 2 more foundations, guys, bear with me. The next foundation is from Milani, and it's their Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. And this foundation is medium to full coverage. You can build it, obviously. It's for matte complexion. Obviously, it would be matte, guys. I'm so sorry because of my skin. So I'm sorry. But this foundation is amazing because it works as a foundation and concealer. It's so inexpensive. It's only like €15. You can get it from Beauty Bay, and it has loads of shades range. So you can find your own shade. If you can't, I'm so sorry about it if I offended you or anything. But this foundation over here, when you put it, you don't even have to put a concealer or nothing, because it has a concealer. So it just gives you that lovely finish, a matte finish. And it is waterproof, it's budget proof, it doesn't go anywhere. The only reason why I don't wear it so often is because the shade that I got was a little bit too dark, so it couldn't go with my skin type so far. But I think that I'm getting really darker, and this foundation over here gets a little bit too light at the moment. I look like, you know, a ghost that got a bit more tanned on the face, but on the body's like, you know, whatever. I'm just not gonna go ahead. But this foundation over here is amazing. It is drugstore because it's only €15. And I'm telling you, if you do like it, if you do have oily skin, go and get it. I don't think it's for dry skin. If you do have a dry skin, you might have a little bit of a problem because it might crack for you, you know, or break down. So I wouldn't really recommend it. But if your skin is oily, go for it. And the last thing that I am talking about is from Dermacol, and it's their Film Studio foundation. Basically, this foundation here is the most full coverage foundation that I have in my whole entire life. That's why I don't really use it, because it's a really heavy foundation. But it's one of my favorite, especially if I want to cover a pimple, or if I want to cover dark circles or something really bad, or that it pops out. I will put this foundation because, guys, I'm just gonna do a really simple thing, okay? Let's go on to my tattoo over here. That's what I mean. And let's cover it. That's how full coverage it is. Basically, this foundation was designed for films that they wanted to really cover up everything. that the actors had like tattoos, like I said, or things like that, or the skin was really bad, had pimples, they had cracks, they had everything. So they designed this foundation because it's so full coverage. It covers every single thing. The only reason why I use this is usually when I have like a pimple or I have something, I just use that, because otherwise if you just put it in your whole face, it will work, it will make your skin look lovely, but it is so heavy on your skin that if you put, let's say, concealer and you put powder and you put this and you put that, it's gonna crack, it's gonna break within maybe an hour. Okay, I'm giving you an hour maximum, but it's gonna break down because it's so heavy. It's gonna get cakey, it's gonna get terrible. But if you have it for, let's say you have a pimple or you have redness or something anyway, and you want to put a little bit, it's gonna cover it, and it's actually amazing. Or even if you want to cover something else, like, you know, over here on your neck, and you have to go to work, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, yes, this is very inexpensive. I think it was like 11 euro from Amazon or eBay. Just make sure that you get the Dermacol that has this little sign here, because there are other Dermacols that they are similar to the original, but they're not really, like, they're kind of fakes, and you pay 15-20 euro for it and it will be fake. Okay, so that was it, guys. That was my video about the foundations that I had, the best foundations, top 10 best foundations that I have. If you did enjoy this video, if it was helpful for you, don't forget to give thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos, because I have loads of things to talk about and do and all this stuff. So that's it, you guys. I'll see you again on my next video. Bye.